When Enrico Piaggio heard the sound of the first scooter engine, he declared it sounds like a wasp. In Italian, the word for wasp is Vespa. With this declaration, the name Vespa was given to this new insect-like bike. Its distinctive sound would be soon heard echoing down the Italian streets and then around the world. The Vespa was born in Tuscany at 12 o'clock on the 23rd of April 1946, when the patent for the Vespa was submitted in Florence by Piaggio. This new design would break the motorcycling mold and create a stylish new vehicle. Piaggio had reinvented the motorcycle. The Vespa has become a design icon, recognizable everywhere. The company was the newcomer to motorcycling manufacturing. However, it started with a fresh approach to design on two wheels.
In the south of Europe, two wheels is part of life of people from when they were born.
As always, the basic philosophy behind the Vespa remains the same. The rider is able to sit upright with feet on the board beneath. Unlike a motorcycle, you didn't need to change clothes to ride it, and the leg shield offered extra protection for the rider. The experience of riding it was closer to that of driving a car rather than riding a bike.
Internally we say that all those who buy a Vespa are always smiling. You never see somebody angry or upset driving a Vespa.
To this day, it still has its unique curvaceous body, a body that is almost human in form. The Vespa's rounded shape cleverly conceals its mechanical nature. It is a distinct design that is both minimalist and stylish. The original design for the Vespa was conceived by the aeronautical engineer Corradino d'Ascanio. He disliked the traditional motorbike and went back to the drawing board, coming up with new ideas and an innovative approach. D'Ascanio once said about the design of the Vespa, "We had to set out on a path that was completely new," and that's what he did. It was a true departure from the designs that had gone before it. The Vespa was a new invention and total rethink about a machine with two wheels. By 2005, there were some 16 million Vespas around the world, a true landmark in manufacturing. The Vespa has become the biggest selling scooter over more than 6 decades. The main design remains unchanged, with the body covering the engine. It has become a cult vehicle, but its early popularity was due to its ability to help rebuild post-war Italy. In the Vespa, Italians had a cheap form of transport capable of getting people on the move again. It had some of the characteristics of a car, but at a much lower price. It was versatile and capable of negotiating its way down the streets and roads that had been scarred by war. Piaggio went from selling a couple of thousand Vespas in 1947 to selling 10,000 in 1948 and then more than 60,000 in 1950. But the biggest boost for the sale of Vespa was the appearance of the film Roman Holiday starring Gregory Peck and Audrey Hepburn in 1952. In the following year, sales hit 100,000. The Vespa was becoming a celebrity in its own right.
Where Vespa is something exotic you've seen in the movies, and all of a sudden you start seeing it in the streets.
From Berlin to Bombay, the Vespa was getting millions of people on the move. There was no continent that had not seen and heard the Vespa on its streets. The name Piaggio was associated with transport long before the production of the Vespa. Enrico's father, Rinaldo Piaggio, had been involved in ship fitting and the production and manufacture of planes and trains. Piaggio was a name renowned for its high-quality metalwork and engineering, taking out patents in innovative welding techniques long before its rivals. The birth of the Vespa is the result of all of this previous manufacturing experience. It was an evolution with a twist.
Nel 1884 Genova, che produce inizialmente arredamento navale, successivamente entra nel settore dell'aeronautica, quindi nel settore delle ferrovie, dei motori aeronautici, delle eliche a passo variabile in volo.
Rinaldo saw opportunities and secured large transport contracts. He was an entrepreneur who was always looking for new ways to expand. At the beginning of the 20th century came the development of a new form of transport, namely aviation. Aircrafts fascinated Rinaldo. He was not going to be left out of this exciting new industry. Critically, he employed the best engineers available at the time. Rinaldo was known for buying companies more for the innovative and outstanding employees than for the business itself. After a long search, Rinaldo purchased a new factory in Pontedera. It was this factory, a few decades later, where the very first Vespa would be assembled. However, for years before the Vespa came to be, the company successfully made aircraft engines at this Tuscan site. The company went on to set over 20 aviation records before the Second World War.